And welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate it if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be talking about the Rolex Submariner in all 18 karat yellow gold with a blue dial, blue bezel, reference number 126618. LB. We'll be going over the case, the bezel, dial, the crown functions, the movement, and the bracelet. I'll be giving you my thoughts on all of these features throughout this video. Alright, so starting off with the case, we have a 41mm case, rather big for my wrist, but I'll show you in a little bit. Alright, we have the monoblock middle case with the screw down case back and the Rolex winding crown, all ensuring a water resistance down to 300 meters or 1,000 feet. Taking a close look at this crown here, we also have those little dots underneath this Rolex crown signifying the trip lock waterproofness system. So you can see the little rubber gaskets after you unscrew the crown out. So you can see that, you know, this is certainly for serious people who do need to go underwater, right? As is signified in the name, the Submariner. All right. Now taking a look at the front of the case, we have a nice brush, satin brush finishing on these lugs, matching that of the outer links of the Oyster Bracelet, while we also have a nice high polish along the sides of the case here, along with that of the crown guards, nice and high polish as well. Now taking a look at this bezel here, we have a matching blue bezel, a blue bezel that matches that of the blue dial, with also 18 karat yellow gold chaptering there, marks, and we also have the unidirectional rotatable bezel. So if you're diving underwater with this, you can set it to your minute hand, and there you go. Nice, easy minute-long or hour-long timer to measure the number of minutes, the first 15 being the most crucial when you are measuring your decompression stops. All right. We also have that nice diving pearl, makes it very easy to read at night. And speaking of which, we can actually turn out the lights here, and you can see that it also glows nice and bluish with that tint of that chromolite. The seconds hand also does very slowly orbit around the center of the dial, so you can see that it is indeed still moving, and you can also use it as a quick minute-long timer if you want to set this to wherever the seconds hand used to be. All right. We also have the large Mercedes style hour hand, so very easy to tell which one's the hour and which one's a minute at a glance. 12 hours is the triangle, 6 and 9 being the stick markers, with all the rest of the hour markers being denoted in circles as well. That is the signature of the maxi dial there. All right, now with the lights back on, we can take a look at the dial itself. We also have a nice high polish 18 karat inner bezel with the Rolex stamped sort of etching on the inside. All right, and now this dial itself has that sunburst, that sunray blue finishing that honestly is to die for. It's absolutely beautiful. You get every single value of this nice deep hue of this blue here, and you know, as it plays in the light, it's extremely beautiful and very distinguishing for this Rolex model. Now taking a look also at the hour marks themselves, those are also applied 18 karat index marks with the chromolite, as I just showed you earlier. All right, now at the 3 o'clock position, we also have the date aperture, nice and small on the dial itself, but underneath the Cyclops lens, that's on this scratch-proof, scratch-resistant sapphire crystal. We have a very nice high magnification of that date, so you can easily read it at a glance. All right, now taking a look at the functions of this watch. If you unwind the crown, you can see the rubber gaskets on the inside. That's part of the trip lock waterproofness system. So you know that, you know, simply as long as you have the crown nice and tightly wound against the case, you're not gonna have a waterlogged watch anytime soon. All right. Rotate the crown at the first position. This allows you to wind the watch. So at a dead stop, 20 to 30 full winds is all you need to get to the full power reserve. Nice and easy there. Pull the crown out to the next position. You can then advance the date by rotating it clockwise. It's about a quarter turn to advance the date, so nice and easy there. If you find yourself on, say, the 30th of a month, tomorrow is the 1st of the next month, well, you can just rotate it once and wait for the hour hand to rotate past midnight, and you'll be on the 1st of the next month. Nice and easy. Pull the crown to the final position. You'll note that the seconds hand has actually stopped, allowing for that hacking function, so you can then place the minute hand precisely wherever it needs to go. press the crown back in and screw it tightly against the case to ensure that superior water resistance. Now, what allows all of this to work? It is the 3235 in-house caliber made by Rolex. You can't see it through the case back, but you can see these little hallmarks on the under parts of these lugs. I forgot to mention this earlier. This allows you to, part of your authentication process. If you have a really powerful loop, you can see all the details in these little hallmarks, so you know that you are indeed dealing with precious metal. In this case, 18 karat yellow gold. Now again, back to the movement, excuse me, we have a precision of plus or minus 2 seconds per day time differential after casing, giving it that superlative chronometer certification printed on every Rolex dial, so they guarantee it. It has the center hour, minute, and seconds hands with the instantaneous date with the rapid setting with the stop seconds for precise time setting, all of which I had just demonstrated with the crown functions. You have the oscillator with the paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring with the high performance Paraflex shock absorbers. That basically means that you can get relatively close to magnets as you typically would on a normal day-to-day basis, but most of us don't really get that close to powerful magnets. And you'll also be able to take a few bumps here and there. It'll be keeping track of time just fine. No need to worry about the timekeeping abilities of this watch. When it comes to the bidirectional winding rotor, it's on the inside. It allows you to effectively just wind the watch using the crown. Wearing it on your wrist will keep it wound up to the natural or the maximum 70-hour power reserve. That's nearly 3 whole days. And that's thanks to the bidirectional self-winding with that rotor. It allows you to effectively wind the watch just by wearing it on your wrist. All right. Now, taking a look at this bracelet, the framing of this watch, we have the Oyster style bracelet, nice 3-piece links, broad links actually, for the outer links being a satin brush finishing with high polish on the middle links, a nice high polish along the sides of those. All right, and there's nice tiny bits of spacing to allow for the wrist to breathe. There's also a gentle taper down to the folding clasp here, the what is this called? The the Oyster Lock safety clasp, sorry. So this allows you to just simply lift the lock. You can then open up the top of the clasp there to open up the inside. You can see the Rolex stamped logo with the hallmarks as well, so that you know that you are dealing with yellow gold. And also the added benefit of the Oyster or the Submariner Oyster bracelet here is that you have this glide lock, which gives you up to 20 millimeters of extra space. All right, so simply all you need to do is just pull it out directly from the clasp there. You can glide your link all the way to the end if you needed to, so you can get this directly around your wetsuit if you so desire. All right, or you can just use this for general minimal sizing. So say if your wrist swells up on a hot day, you can just simply glide it outward, and there you go. Easy to extend. All right, and while we're here, I can actually try it on for you, give you my thoughts as to how it wears on the wrist. Now keep in mind, my wrist is 7 inches in circumference, or 18 centimeters. All right, so at 41 millimeters, this is quite a chunker on my wrist. All right, so I'm getting a whole lot of dial, a whole lot of bezel. Not that that's a bad thing, but I would rather have a little bit of bracelet as well, because I like to know that I'm, what I'm wearing. And when it comes to, that face-on look, well, minus the fact that I can't see the bracelet, it's incredibly beautiful with the overall color scheme here. The blue actually sort of shines forth out of the yellow, and that's sort of like the inverse of what you would expect for general color theory. Blue generally floats in the back as a backdrop, while the warmer colors like the yellow would generally shine forth. But to me, this one actually sort of has the inverse of that sort of feel. If you feel something different, maybe you're sitting farther back and on your monitor, maybe you feel something different, but let me know down in the comments how you feel about the overall color theory, the overall feel of this watch. But I do like the blue, just sort of pops a lot more. And when it comes to my wrist, 7 inches in circumference, this thing is, again, really big. And Rolex have done a good job with keeping their super cases relatively small, so they don't extend beyond the wrist all that much. So for my wrist, I'm gonna have to say that, you know, this is probably the largest I'll ever be able to wear for myself, because as you can see, the bracelet just comes straight down. So any longer for these lugs and it would be, you know, a potential hazard. I could accidentally smack this on something, right? But otherwise, this is an incredibly heavy watch when it comes to the overall wearing. Most of the weight is in the case. The counterbalance of the bracelet does help a little bit, but overall, I'm wearing something really, really heavy on my wrist. When you wear this, you know that you're wearing a solid gold Rolex. All right, but if you have any other thoughts on this watch, let us know down in the comments below. Be sure to like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe, as it really helps our channel out, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch, new, discontinued, used, or, you know, in production like this one, go to our website, jazztime.com. Links in the description below. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.